Simon Productions here to give you an update on my model frame layout. Recently I had my G-scale layout put aside because we had a reduced space. So now, as you can see I have my HO and O gauge layout set up currently because they recently put up dividers in my area. So kind of cut part of the space for my G-scale, so I don't have much space for my G-scale anymore, but I do have space for my O gauge. So I'm going to show you what's happening on my railroad. Now you can see I got my O gauge and my HO scale layout, and over here I got my crossing gauge. Right now I don't have it wired up. I want to get a flasher. I need to get a flasher to get my crossing gauge to light up properly. To get my turnout working, the only difference is it's the original 031 turnout right here. This is the original. And now with my HO, I gotta run it wirelessly using a 12-volt battery. So I just run my train wirelessly now. Which I'm still using track power, running DC. It's not DCC, it's just regular DC track power. Now one of the issues I've been having with my HO is getting a voltage drop. We see how it slows down one end of the layout, then you'll see it's gradually start picking up speed a little bit, but kind of slow down. Now here I've been having like a few dead spots. So I don't know what's going on. See, it starts picking up speed. So that's the issue I'm having. So like I said, I just recently changed all the couplers to the 3D printed bright color couplers, so it makes it a little bit easier for me to see it. As you can see, my O gauge train coming around. So that's the problem I've been having. Just like the track power, not very stable. Like it doesn't reach very far, unfortunately. So what I'm looking at, maybe running some feeder wires from the main bus, from the main power supply, along the tracks, and put some feeder wire every 5 feet of track. Yeah, it's kind of slows down. In a way, run prototypically, I could slow it down with the remote, so I'm gonna slow it down right here. I could stop it. Now you can see I got my HO scale running along the outside, and now I'm on the outside of the layout. Now this is permanently set up. Yes, I'm hoping to get it set up on board and foam and stuff like that in modular system. I just recently got this. This took about a month to get here. However, unfortunately, this did not work at all. It did get the input from the battery, but however, it did not send any voltage signal to the track at all. All it gave like a flashing error. So this did not work. The remote does not work at all. Does not do anything, and doesn't look like you can change the battery on this either. So basically, it's pretty much disposable. And apparently it was expensive too. It was like $25, and it come from overseas, which it took about a month to come from overseas in China when I got it to Amazon. Now see that train kind of stalled. So I think, let me see. Now I think that's the problem I've been having with the signal drop. Now this is the power supply that I'm using to run my trains. I'm using the PWM module. This is what I originally had on my G-scale. But since the newer device I got did not work, so I took this out of my G-scale locomotive. Anyway, this is too big for my G-scale. So this worked perfectly for my HO. So I just got it wired up to the battery. As you can see, we got the wire leading out to the track, and then the wire coming in from the power supply. So I got the 12-volt battery here that's rechargeable. So from the battery, I got some lead wire going out, going to a lever connector, which is great. And you don't have to solder anything. So I got it going to a splitter, split the wires easily. And I got a switch that my friend gave me, which I could use that to turn off the accessory. I could turn off the O-gauge track power, just turn it off. You say battery, I'll turn it back on. Like, and this is my remote for my turnout. As you can see, well, I don't want to throw the switch right now because I got the train going. But you know, as you can see, this is a remote switch to throw the switch on the turnout. That's the only turnout I have that is powered. Yeah, sometimes works, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know why, but I know this is really old. It's like from the 1940s. These tracks are like over 50 years old. You know, apparently they don't make these tracks anymore. They're the original O-gauge, the tubular rail, the 031 profile. They're a lot thicker than the 027, which I really like these. And I'm thankful for my friend in ALAMOGORDO who sent me this, because you can't find these anymore. LAYOU don't make these tracks anymore. That's the only issue with these. They don't make them anymore. Even though Menard started making them, but I don't know how good they are, if they're the same as these, the thickness. But I heard that Menard started making O-gauge try to preserve the original. So I kind of struggle to get it going. So I'm gonna increase the speed just to get the voltage signal to come up a little bit. Yeah, see, that's where the power drops. See, it stalls. Because I heard get a huge voltage drop on this end of the layout. See where it kind of picks up. Like I said, I'm running on a 12.5 volt power supply, 5 amps. So plenty of power to run multiple locomotives on the track. I could run like 2 trains without any issues, and some accessories. Yeah, that's where it stops, basically, this signal. Yeah, I'm really getting like a huge voltage drop. Alright, that's all I have for you today. Please let me know in the comments what you think I should do to fix the voltage drop. Because I know it's a big problem, especially on a bigger layout or HO scale. Alright, until next time, I'm Alfonso. Have a blessed day. Thanks for watching. Bye.